Good morning. We'll discuss some extra problems from polynomials today. This is the first question we are going to start. Just read the question twice. It is from CBSE 2020, means this year's question paper I had to. And 3 marks question it is. So, the question is, if the sum of the squares of zeros of the quadratic polynomial fx is equal to, then x square minus 8x plus k is 40, find the value of k. So, when the zeros are given, means you have to think about alpha and beta, negative b by a, c by a, etc. So, just look, if the sum of the squares of zeros of the quadratic polynomial, how many zeros are there? 2 zeros there will be. So, we can take, let alpha and beta be the 2 zeros. Now, what is the next step they told you? Sum of the squares of zeros. First one, squares of zeros. That means alpha square, beta square and their sum of the quadratic polynomial is 40. That means equals 40. Right? This will be the equation number 1. Next, what they told you? It is f of x is equal to x square minus 8x plus k. So, what is next to be you can find out? Find the value of k. Nothing is given. Only sum of the squares and f of x is given. So, you have to remember about the sum of the zeros and the product of the zeros. So, what are the sum of the zeros from here? Sum of the zeros is equal to, it will be negative b by a, that means it is alpha plus beta, right? So, zeros are alpha and beta, and from here it is, from the polynomial it is b and a, you can find out. So, what is it then? Negative b is negative 8 by a is 1, that means you will get 8. Sum of the zeros will be 8. Next one, product of the zeros. Product of the zeros is equal to c by a. That means it is alpha beta. And what is c by a? C is k. K by 1, it is k. So, sum of the zeros you got alpha beta is equal to 8 and alpha beta is equal to k. Now, we will start now. Alpha is alpha plus beta the whole square, means it is a plus b the whole square, a square plus 2ab plus b square. You can write it as a square plus b square plus 2ab also. That means a plus b the whole square can be written as a square plus 2ab plus b square. This can be written as a square plus b square plus 2ab also. So, for the answer what we can do is, if you exchange also, no problem. The same side it is, only I just change the terms. So, same thing what you are going to do, a plus b the whole square is equal to a square plus b square plus 2ab. Now, substitute all the values. Substitute equation number 1. Here we will write it as equation number 2, equation number 3. So, 1, 2 and 3. What will you get now? Alpha plus beta the whole square. Here it is alpha plus beta. Here is alpha plus beta. It is the whole square, that means 8 square equals alpha square plus beta square. It is alpha square plus beta square is there. It is 40. So, 40 plus 2 alpha beta, 2 into alpha beta, it is k. So, from here only the variable k is there. Arrange the numbers together. 64 equals 40 plus 2k. Take this 42 here. It is 64 minus 40 equals 2k. After that, it is 2k equals 64 minus 40 is 24. So k is equal to 24. Here it is multiplication of the other side, it will be division. So 24 division 2, you will get the answer 12. So k is equal to 12. Clear now? So the extra we did it as alpha plus beta the whole square, then only you will get the answer. That's why just think about it and then do it. So what are things given then? Sum of the squares of the zeros of. So first you find out zeros, alpha and beta be the zeros, and then squares and then sum. So it is 40 already given. Then f of x is given. Then we have to find out sum of the zeros. Zeros is given means you have to remember out the sum of the zeros and product of the zeros. Alpha plus beta, that means negative b by a. If the polynomial is given, then you have to think about whether the polynomial is given means I have to find out negative b by a or c by a. Then arrange with that and you can find out. So c by a is equal to alpha beta, find out what is k and 80 you got. Then apply with this identity, you will get the answer. I think it is clear. Okay, we will do the next problem now. Now the question is, if one zero of the quadratic polynomial f of x is equal to 4x square minus 8kx plus 8x minus 9 is negative, that means 1 0 of the quadratic polynomial of this one is negative of the other, then find the zeros of kx square plus 3kx plus 2. How will you find out the zeros of a quadratic polynomial? It is a quadratic polynomial. So, you will find out the splitting the middle term. Then, if you avoid that k only, then only you can do the splitting the middle term. With the k, we cannot do anything. So, what you have to do first then? You have to find out the value of k, you have to find out. How will you find out the value of k? Using this f of x and the zeros, you have to find out. So, what they had given you first? 1 0 of the quadratic polynomial is negative of the other. So, what you have to do? If 1 is alpha, means you have to take the other as negative alpha. So, you will write now. Let alpha be 1 0 and the other 0 is negative alpha. They told you negative of the other, that means one is positive means other will be negative. Now we have to start. They had given you the polynomial. So it is f of x is given. F of x is equal to 4x square minus 8kx plus 8x minus 9. Just look to the polynomial now. Here it is same term, it is 8kx and 8x. So we have to just together we can take 4x square minus, can you take it anything outside? 8x if you take outside means it will be balanced, it will be k plus x. Just look whether it is correct or not. Minus 8k into x, 8kx minus into minus plus 8x, that means here it will be 1. Just look, 8x into k, 8kx minus 8kx. Then after that multiply with 8 minus 8x into minus 1 plus 8x. Then minus 9. So the meaning is what? Here it is a is equal to 4. Coefficient of x square is 4. What is the coefficient of x then? It is negative 8 into k minus 1. You have to avoid that x. Then only coefficient we will get. Avoid this x square. Coefficient of x square means the owner of x square is 4. Coefficient of x means owner of x. Balanced numbers with the sign you have to write. So, we will write it now. What is A, what is B, what is C? A means coefficient of x square. It is 4. What is B? Coefficient of x. Coefficient of x is here. When a coefficient we want means avoid that term. That means the coefficient of x square means leave that x square. Balance will be the coefficient. Here B is leave that x, balance will be the coefficient of x, including the sign. So when you just avoid this x, balance will be negative 8 into k minus 1. This can be written as negative 8k minus into minus plus 8 into 1 is 8. Then next, what is c? C is equal to negative 9. Now we have to find out the sum of the zeros. First we find out with alpha and negative alpha, we have to find out sum of the zeros with alpha and negative alpha. Negative alpha. What is sum of the zeros with the alpha? That means sum will be alpha plus negative alpha. What will be alpha plus negative alpha? You will get the answer 0. 1 plus negative 1, 0. So here we will get. Now next one we will consider ABC. That you know sum of the zeros. Sum of the zeros with f of x. That means sum of the zeros is negative alpha plus beta equals negative b by a. That means negative into b is negative 8k plus 8 divided by a is 4. This can be written as, multiply with a negative sign, you will get 8k minus 8 divided by 4. If you want to cancel also, you can cancel. Now if you take 8 outside, it will be again, it will be remainder that if you want to cancel, otherwise you can do this the same way. Which one you prefer, that you can do. And these steps you have to just find out how to do. No need to write for the exam and all, okay. These steps will be enough. The other one and all just you have to remember in your mind. Okay now, so what you are going to do, this will take it as equation number 1, this will be equation number 2. So equating equation number 1 and 2, because both are sum of the zeros both. So 0 equals 8k minus 8 divided by 4. What is the next step? You want the value, find the value of k. Just multiply here, it is division, come to this side, it will be 0 into 4 equals 8k minus 8. Then 0 equals 8k minus 8. Now we want only the value of k. So this one together, take this minus 8 to other side. Here the subtraction come to here, it will be addition is equal to 8k. That means 8 is equal to 8k. And what about k? Here this multiplication can come to here, it will be division. 8 by 8 is equal to k. That means k is equal to 1. Now we find out k is equal to 1. This is not the question. They ask you to find out the zeros of the new polynomial kx square plus 3kx plus 2. So what will be the polynomial then if k is equal to 1? That is the next thing we are going to find out. And after that, find the zeros by splitting the middle term. So we'll find out now. When k is equal to 1, kx square plus 3kx plus 2 equals k is equal to 1. 1 into x square plus 3 into 1 into x plus 2. That means 1 into x square is x square plus 3 into 1 is 3x plus 2. This is the polynomial you got when x is equal, when k is equal to 1. Now next one, what you have to find out? You have to find out the splitting the middle term. How will you find out the splitting the middle term? So finding the zeros of x square plus 3x plus 2. So it is a into b is equal to 2, a plus b is equal to 3. So which one you have to take? 2 plus 1 is 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. That means a is equal to 2, b is equal to 1. So apply here. So x square plus x plus 2x plus 2. So it will be x outside, it will be So it will be equal to 0. Then taking x outside, it will be x plus 1 plus 2 outside, it will be x plus 1 equal to 0. Then x plus 1 equal to 0 and x plus 2 equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to negative 2. So negative 1 and negative 2 are the zeros. Negative 1 and negative 2 are the zeros of which one? X square plus 3x, of the zeros of kx square plus 3kx plus 2. So this is the answer for the second question. So now we will do the third question now. So for the second question I said you have to take it as the negative of the other means take it as negative alpha. Then sum of the zeros, you have to find out the value for equating the values, sum of the zeros. Then find out the value of k, apply in the next free polynomial and get the answer of the zeros. Next, third question. Now read the question now. If alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial 6y square minus 7y plus 2, find a quadratic polynomial whose zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So with alpha and beta they had given you the polynomial. But with 1 by alpha and 1 by beta you have to find a quadratic polynomial. Do you remember what is the form of a quadratic polynomial? The form of a quadratic polynomial is x square minus alpha plus beta into x plus alpha beta. So here with if the zeros are 1 by alpha and 1 by beta, then what will be the form of becomes? If the zeros means these two alpha and beta is 1 by alpha and 1 by beta means the polynomial it will be x square minus, instead of alpha it will be 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta into x plus, that is 1 by alpha into 1 by beta. That means 1 by alpha into 1 by beta is 1 into 1 1, alpha into beta is 1 by alpha beta. We'll write as equation number 1. So what you have to do is you have to find out what is 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta, then apply that value with x and then the value of 1 by alpha beta. So you start with the first one. Alpha and beta are the zeros of the polynomial. So when the polynomial p of y is equal to 6y square minus 7y plus 2. Now what you can do is find out the sum of the zeros, because alpha and beta is there. Sum you have to find out and make it as 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So the sum of the zeros will take it out now. So when alpha beta are the zeros of p of y, then what is alpha plus beta then? Alpha plus beta is equal to negative b by a. That means negative b is negative 7 divided by 6. We'll get the answer 7 by 6. What is alpha beta? Alpha beta is equal to c by a. That means 2 by 6. You'll get the answer 1 by 3. So alpha plus beta you got, alpha beta you got. The next step you have to find out the sum of the zeros with 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. So 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta means it will be 1 by sum means plus 1 by beta. How will you find out? Just cross multiplication. So it will be, here it will be alpha plus beta divided by alpha beta. With the numbers, how will you find out always? Suppose here it is 2 plus 3, 1 by 2 plus 6 by 5. We'll take LCM and all. If you are not taking LCM and all, what you are going to do? Always multiply 1 into 5, 5 plus 2 into 6, 12, divide by 2 into 5, 10. And when you just take it, the answer will be the same as with the LCM. If you cancel and find out means. So same way we are doing here. It is cross multiplication. 1 into beta, beta, 1 into alpha, alpha. Just divide by alpha, beta multiplication in the denominator. So it is beta plus alpha and alpha plus beta, both are same. So alpha plus beta and then divided by alpha beta. It is given, it is that alpha plus beta is 7 by 6 divided by alpha beta is 1 by 3. Okay, so it will be 7 by 6 division 1 by 3. How will you do this one? Equals 7 by 6 reciprocal fractions division. Take the reciprocal of the second fraction. So reciprocal and multiply. So it is 3, 1 by 3 is 3 by 1. Here you can cancel, you will get the answer 7 by 2. So here you got sum of the zeros, 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. Here it is 1 by alpha and 1 by beta equals 7 by 2 you got. Here you have to think about, here we want 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. So there you can apply. So next one we want 1 by alpha. So product we can find out. Product of the zeros with 1 by alpha and 1 by beta. That means 1 by alpha into 1 by beta equals 1 by alpha beta. That means 1 by alpha beta is 1 by 3. This can be written as, here 1 is this one and alpha beta is together it is. So 1 divided by 1 by 3. There will be confusion for you. There you have to remember this 1 by 3 is together it is. Take it as together. So 1 division, this division I wrote it like this. Without making a mistake, you have to write this one. So it is 1, take the reciprocal and multiply 1 into 3, you will get the answer 3. Already we wrote the quadratic form, the form of quadratic form is x square minus, what we did already, it is equation number 1 was there, 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta into x plus 1 by alpha into beta, 1 by alpha beta. So it is, this equation number 1 becomes, it will be x square minus 1 by alpha plus 1 by beta. It is what we got the answer 7 by 2. 7 by 2 into x plus 1 by alpha beta. 1 by alpha beta we got the answer as 3. You already know that how to form it when the denominator is there. 7x by 2 plus 3. This 2 will become to this both the sides. So it will be 2x square minus 7x plus 6 divided by 2. That means 1 by 2 into 2x square minus 7x plus 6 is the quadratic polynomial. Is the quadratic polynomial. And k is equal to 1 by 2. This is the answer you will get. So when it is 1 by alpha, 1 by, they had given you alpha, beta, 1 by alpha, 1 by beta also they had given, means you have to remember this one. Using the sum with them, given 1 by alpha and 1 by beta, they had given you already. Using that you have to find out sum and product. And with alpha and beta, you can find out the sum and the product. Then compare it, you will get the answer. So try to do it your own. So you can do many problems, extra problems in any of the books you can try yourself. So try to do it your own, all the problems. If you find out that extra means many problems if you do means you practice with that. These 3 problems just try to do it again and again. So we are just finishing our polynomials. Thank you very much. I will give the homework.